So, please. I was going to ask for it. Now, Beyond the Black is a band that had a stellar trajectory over the last couple of years. So there's lots of stuff to talk about. First off, how many here understand German? That's not all. How many of you do not understand German? Shall we stick to English? Yes? Okay, we stick to English. Okay, so Beyond the Black, of course, we're really busy moving upwards. Even their debut album went to the charts. Their second album went to #4 in Germany. They toured internationally. And there's a new album coming out called Heart of the Hurricane. It's out on August 31st. But Beyond the Black are not playing on this year's WACKEN, as you know, as you have seen on the running order, but they will play for you now. And they will play 2 new songs from the new album. And afterwards, we will have a little chat. And then you can ask questions if you want. Are you ready? Ready to hear some music? Yeah! I got some fans here. Okay, so, it's up to you. Go.
Jetzt zuständig für die Technik hier. Das Pedal ist irgendwie nicht am Start. Das bräuchte ich.
This is how you know it's live. As soon as you start, something goes wrong. If it was all working, it would be playback. But there's no playback in WACKEN, right? So you see band live and actually working on stuff that's going wrong all the fucking time. Imagine you have to do that every day.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we try again and see this? That's a true professional. They can work with everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, Beyond the Black for you, new songs.
Okay, the first song I want to play for you is My God is Dead. Let's start. 2. Walked across the desert 1,000 miles. Every second comes 1,000 miles. I close my eyes, I hear the breath. All of nature's beauties are up and die. You promised me to have make it right, and I close my Our first single of the new album, and it's called Heart of the Hurricane. It's also the title of the album. Forward. Sit. Guitar. Sit. It's a different version than the other.
You might know the manual from the lyric video on YouTube, maybe?
Maybe you've seen it. Rescue me. take to flee. United, this center of the storm. I can feel the thunder running through my veins. I can feel the thunder tonight. When the sky, I'm small, I'm taking I can feel the thunder running through my veins. I'm
Gentlemen, if you want to play two brand new songs from WACKEN and Heart of the Hurricane, and like we said, there's a new video out, I think since yesterday, the lyric video, check it out, and if you want, we can watch it later. You want to?
Yeah!
That's the spirit. Alright, just take a seat, let's get it out of the way. Okay, grab a microphone and let's have a chat. Grab a microphone. Alright, so first things first, my mom told me to introduce people. Right here on the couches next to me, Jennifer Harms, the singer. We have Kai Tierstein. And we have Stefan Hackenoff, he plays bass usually, but he's pretty good on the guitar too, you notice. Tight with the group. Pretty cool. So that's a new album coming out, and what we heard is the title track. The album is called Heart of the Hurricane. It's album number 3.
Yes.
And we all know what this means. The third one's the charm, Make It or Break It album, so no pressure there, right? Yeah. How did you go into that?
Yeah, there was pressure, of course, because of the, maybe you know, a new lineup. And this is the first album we did as this lineup, and it's very important for us that this will be great.
Of course, okay, that's a new working environment. That's not always easy. So how did, in a nutshell, the songwriting go? Did you guys go old school into the dungeon and jam it out, or?
Actually, sort of, yes. We had kind of some ideas, like by Stefan, for example, and we took these ideas and we went back to the dungeon and started jamming out. And yeah, we really were like, we should try it the old way, because it's still the best way, I think.
Yeah, but also, you count in nights 2018. Closer.
Oh.
Okay. Of course, you count in nights 2018, which means, of course, you set our files and demos and do your own stuff in your own dungeon, which is still dungeon work apparently, but it's just not a complete band. It's a mixture, I would say.
But does that mean that the whole band, the whole bunch of new guys you have, and with your 3 albums under your belt, 2 albums under your belt, did you collaborate on the album? Did you write together actually as a band?
We wrote in groups.
Correct.
So last year, I remember in the summer, I asked the guys if they can show me some ideas, and I got like 30 ideas after a few weeks.
That's pretty cool.
That was really amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But we worked on it then in groups, and I'm really proud of what we did.
But did you guys have a vision for the album, a master plan? Let's make this more epic, or let's make it a reggae concept album, or any concrete plans? Or did you let the songwriting take you where it may?
It was more like, well, let's make it sound like us, like we would do it actually.
And of course, we always liked to do something different styles. And I think on this album, it's more to these directions. And we have a very, very hard song like Freedom. And then directly after that, we have Breeze, like a piano ballad. And very silent and everything.
There are lots of dynamics going on.
Yeah, we love to play with that.
So there was a development of the style of Beyond the Black. Like the saying goes, make the heavier stuff heavier and the catchy shit catchier.
Right.
Did that happen? Yeah. Okay, but you didn't set out to do that. It just came out of the songwriting.
It just came out, but I think, I don't know if it was like, it has to be like that because it always worked great before, so maybe it was intentional or something, I don't know.
Okay, now, most of us haven't heard the album. You kind of have, so we heard too. Also. So I know it's a hard question to ask an artist, but what does your album sound like? What can we expect in a nutshell? It's not a rework.
I personally would say that this is sort of the heaviest album yet of Beyond the Black, but it's pretty heavy in every direction.
Oh, that's a good quote.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Cool, so we have to wait a little more. One single is out already, and the album's coming August 31st. That's not too long, actually.
Yes.
And of course, you guys have been playing quite a bit. The new lineup has played shows. The band in total has played all over Germany, big support shows. Among them, the Scorpions, for instance, or you played with Saxon. You went to the UK, you went to Russia and Japan. So that's spreading out. So what's on the agenda? Where do you want to go?
Like, what's next?
Yeah,
well, the rest of the world, actually.
See all of our fans.
Yeah.
So actually everywhere you want to, are you putting your thoughts to go to, say, North America or play all over Europe? Is that in the works?
Yeah, it's actually like, I always wanted to go to the US because I'm very interested in, and we actually have a lot of fans there already. We always could figure that out on Facebook and social media stuff. So big goal actually would be the US, I would say.
But first off, you guys will play in your home country, and there's 4 shows lined up. The so-called release shows in September, it is?
Right. We have Cologne, Berlin, Munich, and
Hamburg.
Days.
Right.
Hamburg, okay. That will be like a couple of weeks after the album's release, so people can expect, the new stuff being on the setlist, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And after that, Beyond the Black on the road, or are you taking it easy? What's the plan?
Yeah, there's no taking easy in the future, I think. There are some things in the pipeline we can yet not talk about. What I can talk about is that there's a European tour coming next year. We don't yet know which the stations are, which the venues are, of course, but the planning stage has begun. For this year, there might be a thing coming, but yeah. Okay, you know what it is.
We would love to talk about it, but we can't.
Okay, understood. That's fine. Okay, so new parts of the world are in your sights. There's actually a European tour being set up, which is pretty cool. The album is almost out. I guess there will be more videos.
We have a video since yesterday. Did you tell?
I mentioned it. There's probably more singles and more videos coming in, right?
I hope so. I think so. Maybe.
We gotta ask the label. She's right there. Probably. So we're in the stage of like before the storm breaks loose. The album's not out yet, but we heard stuff and we were told it's a bit heavier in several directions. So you get a glimpse of what might be coming. So we got that sorted. Now, do you guys have any questions for 3/5 of Beyond the Black right here? I'd be happy to get up this comfy sofa and walk around with my microphone. Okay, I'm coming.
I knew it.
Hello guys, I'm from Russia, and my question is, you just was in Novokuznetsk city anniversary, and do you have plans to come back to Russia with the new album?
Of course,
Definitely.
we love the country, and we love it to be in Novokuznetsk. I can tell. And yeah, the people there are always like amazing and respectful and freaking out. Like that is really amazing. I love that, and we'd love to come back.
And actually, we already played 2 headline shows last year in March, and we were quite overwhelmed. So we're definitely looking forward to come back to Russia. Yeah.
That should answer your question quite nicely. Any more questions? Oh, there's the gentleman. Here you go.
Guys, I'm from Italy, and I would like to ask you, which band inspired you the most for your upcoming album?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Which band inspired you the most for your upcoming album?
Which band inspired you the most for the upcoming album, right? Thank you.
It's probably not just one band, you know, it's a combination of all the bands and the music you listen to in years. And for each and every one of the band, it's very different, very broad approach and a broad variety of music you listen to.
And that's the good thing, actually, that you have different influences, and when you put that together in a band, you have so many different directions where you can go, and so many influences, as I just said. And yeah.
Okay, could you name any influences, something that might surprise us? Is there a secret grindcore fan in the band, or a Frank Sinatra buff?
Actually, not grindcore, but I really like Architects. They're absolutely stunning. But I also love Ghost, which played yesterday.
They were awesome.
Yeah, too bad for me. But yeah, and it's that's the great thing with music. You can have influence from every band and every kind of genre. So, and this is what makes it special, I think.
But this is actually interesting. You have Architects, which is technical, like really heavy stuff. Then you have the mellow ballads. What's an influence for you, Jennifer? A main influence lately?
Main influence. I would say it's very difficult for me. I love very much when you have a female power voice in the front, and if that's like Whitney Houston or it's like Floor Jansen, I love her. Yeah, that's what my influence is.
She's good. That's good. That's totally good stuff. Don't knock Whitney Houston. That girl had pipes. Totally. We know. Tina Turner too, by the way.
As well.
Now it's your turn. You're the thrash metal guy, right?
As well, maybe. I might be the grindcore exception. I'm a big Pig Destroyer fan. But for certain, this doesn't really influence my songwriting. It's very different. It's really, really very different. Sometimes I even like to just listen to stuff on the radio to get an idea of what and how those catchy melodies work. For example, you just listen to Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift for exactly that reason. And then at the same time, I go back to Gojira and bang my head off. And so this is where I come from.
So you are keeping your mind open. Lady Gaga and Gojira in 1 sentence is always good.
Good music is good music, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So maybe that explain what you said earlier, that the album is sounding like Beyond the Black, but the directions are, you're pushing the envelope in different directions. So after 3 hours, it will sound like we were using and Pig Destroyer. I'm scared. I'm seriously scared. Any more questions? Any more questions? Oh, there's one.
Yeah, another question. Your keyboard player just left the band, and do you have plans to find a new guy or just use samples at future concerts?
At the moment, we're not planning to get a new guy because I don't know. It was like Jonas told us that he can go the way with us further. So it's hard to let somebody else into that group, you know.
Yeah. The thing is, when Jonas left, unfortunately, we were in the middle of the album process, and getting a new member in then was just not possible. You know, getting ready for tours, getting ready for recording everything. So we decided to be like, okay, let's wait after the album is done and see what we feel like. So we haven't even decided yet, I think. For now, we don't have a replacement.
Okay, so stay tuned to the channels. We will see. Any more questions? Now's your chance. Oh, here you go.
What's your favorite song from all of your songs you wrote?
From one of our songs?
Yes, the favorite song from all of the songs you did. The band has, basically. It's a hard one, huh?
Actually, the usual question is which one is your favorite one on the new album, but not all of the songs.
It's because every song is like a baby. You can't say that's my favorite baby, you know.
I can't.
Try
Yeah, I can name a favorite baby, which would be Shine and Shade, because it's playing it live just gets the audience going, and this is it's my favorite.
I go with it. Shine and Shade live is amazing.
The Big Destroyer guy can choose babies. It all fits together right here.
They're great as well live, I guess.
Yeah, well, of course, the live situation shapes the perception of the song, so that absolutely makes sense, and it answers the question, right? Okay. Any more questions? Because those three might wander around the festival later. It's your chance now. If you need any info about the new album, which is coming, like I said, August 31st. No, what are you guys doing after this?
After this?
After this?
Well, I'm gonna take a pee.
He's honest.
and then I guess we will just relax because we had a pretty rough schedule the last past days. So we will just hang out and maybe
see one band, maybe one or two. Yeah.
Which bands are you guys going to watch here?
You know, I just missed
I
just missed my favorite band, Gojira, so probably I'll try to have a big fanboy moment backstage. It's cool.
It's the worst, actually. You're here, and your favorite band is playing, and you're busy with doing some interviews.
And you with Ghost, okay. But then again, you might see some cool bands along the way. Sounds like you guys will be traveling a lot and probably playing festivals a lot. You will get to see a couple of cool bands in a couple of cool places. So that's all cool. I think that covers it. New album coming out. You have the basic info. You know what to expect. So I say thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
That's it. You want to see the new video?
Yeah!
Want to see the new video?
Yeah!
Cool.